Hey guys, this is Andrei, a certified translator and a real estate concierge. This is the new video from 2024, January. Now it's Russian Orthodox Christmas. So my greetings to all those who are celebrating. And today we're just going to have a few words about the general normal issues. The travel to Belarus, the cost of living, a few prices for food, and maybe a few things that we may consider essential right now at the beginning of the year. Thank you for staying with the channel. Thank you for your likes and dislikes, for your feedback. Let's get started. Just a quick note before we proceed. I'm in charge of my own company. LLC SIS has been rendering relocation services to people for over 3 years. I'm helping to move to Belarus to mostly what we can call Westerners. Sometimes people have Oriental background, but mostly they are citizens of Canada, US, Europe, and such like. So this is an ongoing business, and I accommodate the features and the roles of a translator. I'm a certified translator of a real estate agent. I'm a trained real estate agent of a driver, assistant, and a few other things. Could also be a bit of a tour guide in light of my 10-year-long career of a tour guide before 2020. May this career rest in peace, but I can still do some sightseeing. Also, depending on the context, I can be of some help when it comes to legal issues, legal troubles, depending on what kind of troubles these are. I'm not a lawyer, but I can come in with a handy solution to your problem just in the stretch between the problem, or you are acknowledging the problem and you're taking it to the police or to the court. In between, there may be a solution that can resolve your trouble. But this here, I will be acting strictly as a translator. First things first, and travel to Belarus is in its regular mode. I don't think anything changed over the last, let's say, 12 months. And the visa-free program for the western parts of Belarus is still valid, still running, but please check that in separate sources. Visa-free travel to Belarus via the airport means flying in and flying out, literally, is still there. So check if you're eligible and if you can find a flight. Finding flights with Belarus national air carrier is not an easy task to accomplish internationally because of all the sanctions and everything. But direct deals or buying a ticket online through a travel agency from here is not a problem. So flying it is also not a problem. You may want to avoid some of those flights with layovers. They're quite long and they're pretty expensive, like $1,000 for a return flight with 2 weeks spent in the country. The most popular way of getting into Belarus nowadays is taking a visa and taking a bus from Vilnius. You can also apply in the Vilnius consulate of Belarus. And it's not really a problem now that Christmas has almost passed and all the queues at the border, which were quite horrendous queues of people coming in for the celebrations and now leaving. They are done, and the transit time for the bus is normally 5 to 6 hours. Money-wise, everything is working as well. Western cards, no matter what rumors you may come across, but Visa or MasterCard are not really out of Belarus. And as I was traveling through the country with a Californian tourist in November, he had some American banks, and basically his cards worked in most of the cases we're around, like having restaurant bites, checking into hotels, except for one government hotel in Brest, which was served by a local bank that's sanctioned. Otherwise, American cards from various banks are pretty much working. Same thing with Europe. In case it doesn't work, in case something happens to your card, you may want a good supply of cash. Maybe in a few weeks I'll make a dedicated video about money and money advice, travel advice for 2024. Also, when it comes to money and buying a property, there always can be a solution, so you don't necessarily have to drag an attaché case full of money, which would be a really great thing to do. And there's really no ban to bring over $10,000. You just have to declare it coming through the red channel. But before you spend your money, let's find a solution and then resolve the money issue. That would be the wisest thing to do, given the recent examples of my clients. Just now we accomplished a deal in Nove Borovaya with an Austrian client, and maybe he'll be kind enough to let me into his charming new flat with nice courtyard view out there to see what kind of flat he got, how much it costs, and get your judgment in the feedback down below. Base unit in Belarus has gone up to 40 rubles. Since ruble is devaluing, all the books, all the penalty books have different fines and penalties and fees, state fees, measured in base units. So base unit value is changed every year, but you don't have to reprint the books. So to give you an idea of what it means, a case of jaywalking if the cops catch you, a case of speeding if it's over 10 kilometers per hour and the cops catch you is 1 base unit normally. It's arguable, depending on different legal angles at it. You may just walk away for free, and there are several cases this happened, but that's normally what you can expect. My favorite bank, sort of, because of their banking app on a smartphone that allows you many things just by tapping a few buttons, is now introducing a commission from February on if your assets in non-Belarusian rubles are equal to $160,000, are exceeding that amount. They are rubles. Over 160,000 rubles stored in your bank accounts. They will charge a commission. Please check with your bank manager about this. The government has taken the first solid step, or maybe second, on drones, those charming flying devices that are hovering over your charming person and make a great panorama of your garden and 100 more other gardens, getting terrific selling views of cities or villages. Since 25th of December, private persons can't have them, and I no longer have my drone. My company has one. So it could be a new niche of business for me, but the regulation is so tough, is so thorny, I would say, that before my first takeoff, I may have to digest a ton of paper that is going back and forth between the operator and the agency that runs these things. So maybe next up-to-date drone views will come into my clips around March or April, when the weather will be fitting for the first flights. Last but not least, let's have a quick look at the prices of 2024. I just got my fresh delivery, and we will be probably doing these videos quarterly to see how much this or that item has changed in price over several months. Let's hope the difference is not going to be dramatic in March when we compare the same food cart. And let's rank the top items in my shopping cart the way I see them, price-wise and then importance-wise to me. A quick remark about the baby food. I don't have any kids, as far as I know. It's just a quick, handy and healthy, somewhat healthy bite when I'm fixing a line at the migration office for you at 6 a.m. battling with the Chinese guys lining up there. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. Thank you for supporting the channel. The recent donations helped me to improve the light a little bit, and let's hope that we will continue in the same fashion, and I'll see you in a week or two with more videos. Please, underneath the video, ask about the topics you'd like to be covered. If you need a consultancy, my contacts are down below. Donation links are there as well. Press the thanks button. That's the easiest way to support the channel. And see you in Minsk at some point. Cheers.